Hi folks, how's it going? Nate's here. I get many questions about engraver setup and how you can make one, and I just thought maybe I can make another video about the setup and what I use and what you can use and things like that. So anyway, I've made a new box um, out of wood just to fit everything inside. Uh, I have my potentiometer in the front, some holes drilled in the front also. Now I got my fan here, a 12-volt fan, and it's like the airflow gets all the way to the front. Here's the exhaust, and it keeps the compressor cooled. Uh, about the compressor, I think you can buy also AC supplied compressors, but I have 12 volts DC compressor here. The volume of the compressor is not that critical. Mine is, I think it's 35 liters per minute, and that's enough. If it would be smaller, it wouldn't be, I think it wouldn't be bad, but anyway, just buy a car compressor, 12 volts, and I've seen that Sean and other people have like 12-volt supply here, box supply here, and it's less heavy than this transformator, but um, I use whatever I have old and lying around. So this is a transformator that I used, and basically it gets 230 volts of AC power in and transforms to 12 volts AC. And then this Gretz bridge that's under the cooling ribs transforms the AC to DC current, and that's what supplies my compressor. Oh, what else? The fan you can also buy if you have a 12-volt supply, a DC supply here, then you can also run your fan from that. But I'm using just a battery here, 12-volt battery, and I charged it up like once a month, so it's okay for now. If I connect uh, if I connect the fan, you can see that it's running, and you can feel the breeze coming out from these holes in the front. Anyway, the compressor, when you buy it, you want to make sure you want to take the top off, and there's a little valve um, on the top, and you want to seal that valve. So tire compressor works so that when the piston goes down, it sucks air down, and the valve opens up, and then when the piston travels up, it pushes the air out. And when you so the may got this wrong, but anyway, if you don't seal the valve up, then you only have constant air pressure through the hose, and you want to make a blow and suck motion. So when you seal the valve down, you get that motion running out and all the way to the handpiece. Um, I also found out that the tubing is not a problem. You can use wider tubing. You can use thinner tubing. It really doesn't matter because basically it's all in the handpiece. And I've had a lot of problems with the pressure and the velocity because my handpiece was not good. You can see my previous videos, and you can see the first handpiece that I have, and it was not right. Um, so if you have a good closed chamber here where the piston moves, then the pressure and the tubing doesn't matter. I also I also here and down you can see I've made some cuts in the tubing. Uh, Now it's all uh, I taped it back, but I wanted to have less. I wanted to have less pressure coming to the handpiece, so I made some holes in the tubing, and it was working fine, even with the holes in the tubes. Um, anyway, you can also experiment. You can like cut some holes in the tubes, and if maybe if you lose too much pressure, you can tape that down, and it's like back to normal. Also, I have some questions about the foot pedal, and basically, all this is just it's not necessary. This is just a stand. So it's heavy, so it doesn't move around that much. But all you need is this little box here. You just drill a hole through, and another hole on the top. So basically, it's like a T section. And uh, when I don't even use the spring right now because it's really not needed. Uh, when you cover the hole and when the compressor is working, the air that's traveling through this hole lifts up the cover a little bit. So it really doesn't matter. And when you step on it and you press down on the cover, then the air can pass through. But basically, it's just a hinge and something to cover this box here. If you don't have this foot pedal or anything, you just use some wood, drill a hole through, and make a T section like this. See, it connects from both sides, and that's it. And you can like use your foot to cover the hole, and it would be working enough for you to start engraving. Um, my foot pedal for the compressor, and so basically that's all it's doing. So if I press down, the motor starts working, and when I press on the foot pedal, see, that's all there is. So you make it run, and you use your foot pedal. You can use it lightly, or you can use it more to make it more powerful. Just so that's pretty much it. Don't bother too much with the tubing because it's not all that important. What's important is that you have a good seal here on the compressor, and basically that's it. The diameter of the tubing is also not important. Just get some. I think this is 6 millimeter, and the inside diameter is 4. So you can also make it wider. This one is 12 millimeter, I think, or 10 or something like that, and just whatever you do, you just connect everything, and so that's just what's needed. So yeah, if anybody has any more questions, let me know. This setup is not perfect or anything, but what matters to me is the function and not so much how it looks like. If it's if it's pretty, then that's a bonus. If it's not, who cares? So yeah, I just put a cover on the top, and it's working nice. So also you don't need that. You don't need the foot pedal. You could just make your compressor run constantly, but I wanted to make one so that I can make it start or stop without turning on that little thing thingy there. So thanks for watching. Let me know if you have any questions, and enjoy.